Let's talk about shadow work. Listen, it's been something with my shadow. A lot of people judge the shadow. When you are on this road of becoming the best version of yourself, or should I say, walking in your authenticity, this requires you to integrate your shadow. A lot of us try to escape the shadow, reject the shadow, judge the shadow. We just have a problem embracing that part of ourselves because the shadow is the messy, the parts of ourselves that we don't want nobody to know about. We don't even want to look at it ourselves. But I'm here to tell you that shadow, that's where your power lays. Because when you're able to accept and love all parts of yourself, you in a lane of your own, straight up. Anybody who comes into your energetic field, they will feel so safe with you, so seen with you, and they won't hold nothing back. Believe me, the things that people share with me, strangers, they are not afraid. You forget, one woman just came up to me and started talking to me and talking about how she got an STD. When you integrate that shadow, it creates such a beautiful, safe space. You have to look at the parts of yourself that you deem to be unworthy of love and embrace that part of yourself and say to it, thank you, because you love me too. I want to give you an exercise. I want you to sit down, get you something to write with, notepad, and I want you to write some things down. What triggers you about people? Because that's the way that our shadow exposes itself. What triggers you about people? That very thing could be something that you are suppressing about yourself, or that could be a part of you that you're ignoring. And then I want you to embrace that part of yourself and say, I love you. I love you. And it's okay. Then I want you to integrate that. I'll give you an example. It used to trigger the mess out of me. I live in a city. And when you're out driving and people just lay on their horn, just blowing you out of the way, because I'm just in the moment. I'm not in a hurry, and people are in a hurry. So I'm just driving the speed limit. I'm, following the rules of the road, but people will just lay on their horns. Or either you at a red light, and as soon as the red light turns green, they don't even give you a chance to put your foot from the brake to the gas. They land on the horn. So that used to trigger me. That used to make me be like, who you think you're blowing at? It takes me out of my peace, out of my center. And so I said, okay, I can't keep allowing other people's choice on how they choose to show up to affect me. So I had to turn that thing around, and I had to create a new story. So instead of looking at people in a derogatory way, or looking at people as doing something to me or triggering me, I looked at it as, oh, they're just looking out for me. They're just looking out for me. They're just speaking. They just want me to know that they're there. I just changed the story of why they're blowing the horn. They're just looking out for me. That's all. Or they could be in an emergency. They could be on the way to the hospital. I don't know. And so when people would lay on their horns, it wouldn't bother me. It wouldn't shock my nervous system. And I stayed centered. So that's what I mean by integrating those shadows. Because if you don't, your shadow will run your life. It controls you. You'll be focused on one thing, and here comes your shadow and take your whole focus away from what you're doing and where you're at, and totally shift you into a dark space. So we have to pay attention to those triggers. Pay attention to what's going on in the dark. I'll give you another example. If you keep experiencing certain things coming up in your reality, pissing you off, every time you look around, something is coming to make you mad. Every time you look around, you can't catch a break. And something else, somebody or something comes in your reality and piss you off. I mean, make you mad. Guess what? You're holding energy in your being, in your energetic field. You're holding anger. So whatever you're holding, whatever you are being, the universe matches that energy. So you see the big importance of shadow work. So all the things that keep popping up in your life, you could have, let's go to the love life. You can keep meeting narcissists. There could be a belief inside of you that hates narcissists, that despise narcissists, and so afraid of narcissistic energy. So guess what happens? you keep attracting that energy, because what it's doing is teaching you how to coexist and not get triggered by that particular energy. Let's hit money. Every time you get some money, here come a bill to take your money. You're holding in your energetic field that you're broke, or you don't have no money, or you don't have enough money, or you always run out of money. Whatever you're holding, the shadow, the subconscious beliefs, they're playing out constantly in your life. If you don't integrate these shadows, they take complete control over your life. Oh gosh, there are so many different avenues. I will leave some questions in the description that will assist you in creating these journal prompts to really dig deep to see what you're truly holding in the dark. What is some things about you that you don't want nobody to know? Dig into that. What is the dark part of you? And once you bring these things to light, you have an opportunity to transmute that dark energy into light, because that shadow part of you only wants to be loved, seen, and accepted. You are worthy of love in all of your seasons. You are worthy of love in all forms. Every part of you is worthy of love because you are source. Let's connect. Drop a comment. Share with me a little bit of your shadow. That is also a way of bringing that beautiful part of you to life. Let's start here. Drop a comment sharing some of that beautiful shadow. Stop blaming and start alchemizing. Accept yourself as you are. Love yourself as you are. Remember, you are source. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. Peace.